Those who were left homeless after that deadly explosion 1 week ago have lots of questions when it comes to their lease agreement.
Yeah, one day after the blast, those displaced say they received a letter from the property managers letting them know that they have the option to break their lease if they vacate within 30 days.
But the problem is they can't vacate if they can't get their things out of the building. Asia Simmons says after making it out with her child with minutes to spare, they're now left confused about how to move forward. Those displaced from the Realty Tower got an email from landlords, including Live Youngstown Property Management and YO Properties 47. The memo says the landlords will not be asking for rent payment until further notice. The letter also references a lease clause that says, in a nutshell, if the premises is destroyed and not able to be repaired in 60 days, then residents have the option within 30 days from destruction to surrender possession without further liability, but must completely vacate the premises within 30 days. If not, liability to pay rent continues.
They're mentioning that we have to fully vacate, and it's just like we can't. So what do you do in a situation like this where it's not like a one-size-fits-all scenario?
Simmons tells me the last thing she wants to do is act prematurely in this situation without having all the facts.
That's not giving us enough time to see how this is going to play out. We won't even get an update from the NTSB until 30 days.
Live Youngstown Property Management tells me it has no intention of asking tenants to pay rent, but would not comment further. Attorney Mark Dan says regardless of legal jargon, some special consideration would likely be provided to these tenants given these rare circumstances.
I think that there isn't an eviction court in America under the circumstances that would not allow one of these tenants out of their lease.
Dan says until the investigation is complete and all people know what exactly led to this explosion, it's hard to determine liability and whether these lease agreement clauses would apply in this situation. Dan advises tenants seek legal counsel.